rise each morning, direct your thoughts toward me, letting go of anxieties and to-do lists. I want for you to feel my presence. As soon as you open your eyes, you can feel my embrace even before you set foot on the earth. I understand that life's challenges, whether at work or at home, may be overwhelming at times. Disagreements with loved ones, difficulties at work, and other difficulties that words fail to convey. Whenever you need to, take a deep breath of my calm and remind yourself that I am the one who controls the cosmos in its proper place, the stars staying put, and the sun rising at my command every day. I am certain that I can manage the intricacies of your life. May my voice serve as a beacon that guides you when you're lost. I speak with compassion and authority, urging you to go forth fearlessly, even when you question. Even when discouragement whispers in your ear, I will walk before you and stand behind you, ready to guard and defend you. If you ever feel that you're not good enough or that nothing can help, just bring yourself near to me, and my spirit will remind you that you are the chosen one, loved beyond measure and capable of more than you give yourself credit for. Give in to my leading, have faith in my perfect timing, and know that I am working behind the scenes to match details you can't see, opening doors of opportunity that you don't even know exist. The door will open at the perfect time, and the answers you're seeking will come in ways that demonstrate my hand is on you. All you have to do is be open and patient, focusing on me instead of the problems that arise. I will never stop bringing benefits out of brokenness, even when it looks hopeless to you. Just like a gardener, I can change what is ugly into something lovely. I tend to the seeds of your soul, pruning away everything that stunts your development, quenching your spirit's need, and watching with bated breath as your fears dwindle as we come closer to God. If you choose to rest in my love, my compassion will envelop you, and no one can speak ill of you or take away my dignity. Your heart will soften, and your attention will sharpen. You seem to struggle with other people's views at times, either because you want their acceptance, or because you're afraid they'll reject you, or because their thoughtless comments hurt you. Keep in mind that my viewpoint is much more significant, even when other people could not get you completely or be unkind to you. I can see the innocence in your eyes. No matter how genuine your attempts are, constructive criticism may rip to shreds. However, when you establish your identity in me, such words no longer hurt. Yes, in this world, you will experience the fact that you are valuable and molded by my creation. I take pleasure in your compassionate heart, your determination to do good, and the gentle way you seek connection with others. Experience resentment, hatred, and confusion, but you are commanded to rise above these things and find safety in me, not in the ever-changing views of others. Lay your troubles at my feet, for I am steady, your genuine shelter and fortress. My words will protect you. Keep in mind the vows I've made to you. My strength will be perfected in your weakness. I have seen you fight every battle and cry every time loss looked inevitable. Now I will transform your feet into witnesses of grace. Challenges that pushed you to your limits, times of despair that urged you to quit. But now, thanks to my supporting hand, look how far you've come. Throughout your journey, I was there to provide guidance, comfort, and hope. Even in the face of challenges, I never abandoned you. Now I am beckoning you to embark on a season of triumph. Let go of the pain of the past and seize the new chapter I have written just for you. Fear not the scrutiny, or regardless of what other people think of you, remember that your value does not depend on their approval. Instead, stand tall like a child cherished by God, and walk confidently in the knowledge that no matter what comes your way, you will get the benefit I have planned for you when you turn away from those who constantly bring negativity into your life, and instead let yourself be healed by being in my presence. In the midst of adversity, you have also encountered times of success, when solutions sprang seemingly out of nowhere, and I will fill your heart with pleasure and tranquility that no one can ever take away. Just when you think things can't get any better, These wins show you how powerful and caring I am for you. Every victory is a sign that I will never leave you or stop supporting you. My spirit is always working to empower you to overcome any obstacle. You have accomplished the seemingly impossible. Rejoice in your triumphs and let them to strengthen your faith as you face the much greater challenges that lie ahead. As I breathe life over you today, I will weave when life's storms rage, you may find solace in my word, which dispels dread and brings your heart into alignment with the reality of my kingdom. Remains unwavering. May it be your lighthouse, leading you to safety. As you take solace in my assurances, you will discover the fortitude to resist the temptation to let negativity into your thoughts. I want you to come to me without hesitation, bringing your joys, pains, confusion, everything. The more my words stay with you, the less space there is for doubt to take root. I long for the day when you will come to me, even in the midst of your turmoil, so that I may hold you close and listen to your truth. If you want to talk to me about anything, feel free to be as honest and open as you would with a trusted friend or family member in your prayers. If you're feeling lost and aimless, I wish you revelations that shed light on your situation, reveal hidden ways ahead, and remind you that your problems are little in comparison to the brilliance of my love. It has rained, but you've attempted to satisfy your thirst in ways that have left you parched. Welcome me into that emptiness. I'm an expert at filling holes and sowing seeds of hope. I want for the fulfillment that comes from a source that never runs out, not empty pursuits of affirmation or temporary pleasures. My love is the food your spirit has been yearning for, and my spirit is the wellspring that renews your deepest, and you will discover that all other needs pale in contrast. When people who have wronged you in the past return to your life, it's important to respond with forgiveness and understanding. By making the choice to be merciful, you pave the way for your own recovery. Clinging to bitterness keeps you mired in your previous hurt, while forgiving allows you to thrive in the new season I'm giving you. And if doors that were once closed in your face open up again, I am the one who hears your cries for help and opens the doors you thought were forever closed. Through my power, relationships that you believed were hopeless may recover. The desire for authentic friendships and allies, having faith that I will bring individuals into your life who will support, encourage, and walk beside you on your spiritual path. These are relationships based on, by forming bonds of mutual respect and real care, you will be able to see my image reflected in other people. When you break free from your isolation and loneliness, you will find a group of believers who really get you. As you continue to develop as a couple, your heart will continue to give knowledge and empathy, even if you may still encounter negativity in your environment, such as rumors, gossip, or hurtful remarks directed against your heart. Remember, however, that you should not let them take hold of your spirit, rest on the rock of my truth, and never let go of the assurance that you are safe under my wing, protected from harm. In the end, you may pronounce life's blessings over yourself and focus on the hope that I offer, that in my embrace you will discover a safety that goes beyond what is humanly possible. Brutality, a remedy for emotional scars, and an untarnished love while you were drowning in misery and your tears appeared to flow non-stop. I was the one. As you cried out in the night, I held you close, whispering words of consolation that would ease your pain and bring you peace. You had an indescribable sense of peace. Maybe you were taken aback by how light your heart felt the following morning, and you felt revitalized in ways you couldn't have imagined. It fills me with joy to see your resilience after all this time apart, and I want you to know that my presence has been a source of strength, hope, and faith for you. You have enabled my power to emerge in incredible ways during the seasons of despair, and the resilience I have put within you shines even brighter because of the tears you have cried by clinging to me in your weakest times. Your tale is being interwoven into a broader fabric of grace and redemption, My work in you will serve as an example of what faith can do. Even so, I implore you not to succumb to. When you feel like you can't make it over life's challenging obstacles, remember to keep praying, stay strong in your faith, and celebrate the triumphs I've already won for you. In the stillness of submission, your once colossal anxieties shrink into insignificance as my power surges through you like an ever-present stream, lifting you higher than you could ever reach on your own, and the inner strength you never knew you had by finding solace in my embrace. My love for you is too great to let you be ensnared by the shackles of uncertainty or remorse, even in moments of self-doubt. I am here to support you. You are a champion, a fighter molded by adversity but enriched by grace. Thus, you should never question your identity in the face of any challenge, no matter how negative. Through thick and thin, I empower you to overcome obstacles, both external and internal, and to grow in your knowledge of who I am as I watch my unfaltering dedication to you erase any trace of unpredictability. But as you center your attention on my steadfast character, the dark clouds of uncertainty part, and the clear horizon of my promises becomes apparent. People who are only interested in being near to you when it suits them may seem to be friendly, but they're really harboring jealousy. So my kid, be careful with the confidence you pour into them. Place your trust in me, because I will never let you down. Judge people by the fruit they produce in your life, their level of empathy, honesty, and consistency in being good. Some relationships you are meant to flourish, not just survive. I will help you find relationships that respect the value you bring to the table and establish healthy boundaries so that your heart may heal. Instead of surviving, I created you to thrive emotionally, spiritually, and cognitively. You're not destined to live in a state of poverty, but you must grasp this. Inner peace, good connections, and a life with purpose are frequently signs of genuine wealth in my kingdom, even if the rewards I provide may not always conform to worldly standards of success. Let me change your view so that you stop chasing after temporary pleasures and start basking in the depths of my company, which brings you unparalleled joy. Be cognizant that your journey is distinct. There's no need in wasting energy comparing or being envious of other people's journeys. Everyone has a unique calling, a unique set of talents, and a distinctive schedule for breakthroughs. Rather, rejoice in the testimony. I have limitless hope for you, and the achievement of others will never decrease the richness of my purpose for your life. Abundant resources, boundless love, and the ability to bring out awe-inspiring miracles in every kid who submits to my guidance when you focus on my word. Let the positivity of your religion strengthen you in the face of the world's negativity. Meditate on scriptures that are relevant to your circumstance and see how, in moments of need, they transform into living power. My words are more than words on a page. They are spiritual sustenance, a weapon that pierces through lies, and as a stronghold against hopelessness. When you speak them out, in relation to your situation, you unite with the unmovable truth of my kingdom. You fret over the fact that you are not flawless, and that is true, but I've never asked for perfection. What I do want is a heart that can be changed, shaped, and grown. The thing I value most is your candor. Even when you're embarrassed, you still come to me. If you're feeling down, unsure, or prideful, this type of humility will put you in the perfect position to experience a miracle. The barrier down, bringing in liberation and change. Let go of shame over previous transgressions. I will not judge you based on them, especially if you have really apologized. I have forgiven you and put them in the past. I hope you can do the same. Let go of the past and move on, free from the weight of regret. Every day is a blank slate, and I will paint it with the colors of redemption and hope. I believe in myself and what I can accomplish. I am more concerned with your future than with your past. Your mistakes and injuries do not supersede my calling on your life or my purpose for you. Bad luck may try to knock your self-assurance to the ground, but just as a tall tree's roots bury themselves farther into the earth as the winds pick up speed, yours will do the same. In times of difficulty, may your faith be strengthened by the trials you endure. In prayer, declare my promises loudly and let them support you. While you are in a waiting phase, avoid the impulse to hurry. Avoid the urge. Waiting on me is never wasted time, just like an anchor keeps a ship stable even when the seas get fierce. My most transforming work frequently takes place in the hidden stretches of waiting. So as you wait, I refine your character, elucidate your vision, and breach the surface and bloom. You will not lose out on what I have planned for you if you stay loyal. I know how much you want my perfect will to be fulfilled in your life assurance, but faith compels you to tread uncharted territory. It's jumping off the boat into waters that refuse to conform to rationality, all the while clutching my hand, even if you feel yourself sinking, cry out to me and I will come to your rescue right away. Have no fear of failing. Every step of faith, whether strong or little, increases your confidence in me. Trust in my power. I have fashioned you for feats that beyond your natural capacity. This is how you go from being someone burdened by caution to being a brave seeker of heavenly meaning. Your prayers for wisdom and answers are a fragrant sacrifice to me, even if they may take some time to be answered. Remember the times your prayers brought quick resolutions and how I was prepared to step in. Let those memories serve as milestones to look back on and keep believing. I am the constant one who divided oceans and calmed storms. So if you continue seeking my face, I will reignite hope when you feel disheartened. When you come to me seeking solace from the pain caused by disagreements within your family or among your closest friends, I will be there for you season after season. It is possible to mend relationships that seem irreparable or to lead others to love even when anger is justified, as long as one remembers how much they have been forgiven. Through prayer and unwavering compassion, you may become a conduit for my serenity, which will lead you to establish healthy boundaries when needed. You are never helpless. You are a precious tool in my hands, and I will use you to bring benefits to others as well as yourself. As you see hearts soften, grudges dissolve, and unity arises from turmoil, may you be reminded of this. Your actions of kindness, whether directed towards a neighbor in pain, a friend going through a tough time, or a complete stranger, are a reflection of my heart. Even the smallest acts of compassion have the power to impact lives, and when you do this, you become my ambassador. Your acts of kindness, which provide hope to others around you, are a constant reminder that I am not alone in this world and that I am alive and well. Listen to the Holy Spirit's call on your life if you're experiencing restlessness and a desire for a greater meaning. I've created you with special abilities that the world needs. It's important to consider the reasons behind the interests I've put in your heart. They aren't random. Maybe you have a strong desire to create, educate, defend, heal, or bravely seek for what you really want. And may my Spirit give rise to new ideas and possibilities in your life in ways that aren't yet apparent. I will serve you. You want for enormous, but you find joy in tiny victories along this road that brings your spirit to life in righteousness. It will not only make your days better, but it will also shed a light for others to see. Acknowledge and appreciate the minor successes, answered prayers, and precious moments in your life, rather than fixating on the big wins or spectacular breakthroughs that sometimes go overlooked. With me, finding calm in the midst of chaos isn't only about looking forward to big things. It's also about being thankful for the little things in life, since that's where hope can grow. Bring your previous hurts and betrayals to me so I can help you heal and move on with your life. I can fix the holes in your spirit and transform your scars into strengths, not weaknesses. Shame. The scars you bear do not define you. Rather, they may serve as a conduit for compassion and forgiveness for others who are going through the same things. So, instead of keeping your brokenness a secret, surrender it to me, and I will help you heal. Turn your suffering into a powerful witness of how healing is attainable for all people. Stay vigilant against the deception of the adversary who tries to mislead you, that even if things seem hopeless right now, I am the God who can transform seemingly impossible situations into attainable goals. Light illuminates and disperses it, analogous to the breaking of dawn after the longest night. My optimism ascends in your life, unstoppable and victorious, even in the face of fear's knocks. With the unwavering faith of a kid who knows their caring father is at their side, there will be times of immense joy and tears of heartfelt thankfulness rather than sadness. Perhaps even a miracle will occur. If you are experiencing healing or the reunion of estranged loved ones, or if you are seeing the answer to a long-time prayer, it is okay to cry tears of astonishment. Joy is a gift that I like witnessing in my children, so enjoy and remember that good prevails, grace abounds, and I am here. No matter what comes our way, my love for you remains unwavering. No matter what, you will never be really alone because my love has no bounds. Stand as your unwavering rock, a safe haven where I will protect, nurture, and watch over your most vulnerable aspirations, anxieties, and dreams. Realize them in ways that surprise you. Know that your life has significance. Not because of what other people think, but because of what I have said. Therefore, if you ever feel yourself in the midst of a world that fails to recognize your value, I am here to see you whole. From the most vulnerable parts of your soul to the audacious aspirations you hold dear. No one has the right to tell you that you are unimportant or unlovable. Therefore, I will celebrate your presence by singing and calling you my wonderful jewel. Let that truth drown out any criticism you may get. I have already given you all you need to fight temptations. My word is a sword of truth. Prayer is a shield of trust, and I am with you always. With a heart completely given up to me, no amount of temptation, no matter how tempting or all-encompassing, can overcome my soul. Soak in my strength and see as I pave the route. Your body may be feeble, but my strength has no bounds, and I will never stop lifting you up. Please do not let yourself be defined by transient feelings. True love exists among us. My darling, you still stumble, but I'll be there to anchor your spirit through storms. If you put too much stock in other people's opinions, you run the danger of laying your foundation on sand. A solid foundation upon which you may stand while we are together, protecting you from emotional storms, since my love for you remains constant, no matter how happy or sad you are. If you are feeling tired or sad, please know that I am here for you and that my compassion is abundant, particularly in times when you feel undeserving. In fact, I will give you more room to express your troubles the more honest you are. Permit my love to permeate every part of you, even the parts you think are too wounded or too dark, so that I may fill you with grace. Don't put on any masks while I'm around. Therefore, do not let fear to govern you, even when the world around you plunges into uncertainty. I'm the same today, yesterday, and forever. While others may be in a state of fear, I will keep your mind at ease if you put your confidence in me. My hand is not shortened, and my sight is not obscured by confusion. Beyond comprehension is the hallmark of my presence, open to you, regardless of whether your outside circumstances change or not. Allow your thoughts to linger on as you plant these promises in the rich soil of faith. Tend to them with prayer and experience the hope that grows in your heart as they eventually yield fruit. Testimonies of, in my perfect time. You will experience deliverance, healing, and redemption. As you savor their richness, you will realize that my words were never hollow. They bear the fullness of heaven's authority. A life of humility, submission, and readiness is the key to ascending in my kingdom, and I will take you to new heights in all areas of your life, including your work, relationships, and personal development. Get ready to help others by working on growing compassion and thankfulness in your heart. Then, when opportunities present themselves, you'll be ready to walk through them with the grace and knowledge to properly manage your newfound blessings. Whether you're experiencing spiritual lethargy, whether prayer seems boring or worship seems forced, just be patient. Every relationship goes through tough patches, dryness, and our relationship is no different. Keep going after me even when the passion fades. The discipline you get from persevering through tough times usually leads to even greater develops as a result of perseverance. I bless those who seek me steadfastly, not just when it's convenient, but also while they're going through a spiritual dry spell. Reminding yourself every day that you are on a spiritual path leading to a more intimate relationship with me. Even if there may be obstacles along the way, there is also the possibility of great revelation at each turn. Do not hate these wilderness seasons. They shape you into someone, and the wilderness may be a place of refinement where my voice becomes louder as you learn to depend on me for survival. Capable of bearing the honor and power I want to bestow, take stock of your surroundings and realize that you are not fighting an uphill struggle. Many others endure comparable difficulties. May this insight give birth to a new outlook. When you meet individuals who are tired and stressed, exhibit compassion instead of resentment. Encourage them and share the consolation you have gotten from me. Words of encouragement are potent medicine. You have it inside you. And when you share hope, you boost the spirits of others around you and yourself. Remember that failures do not change your destiny. Rather, they are stepping stones on the path to success. When you fall, repent and get back up again. You will not only have your soul and your circumstances redeemed, but your circumstances will be reshaped as a result of my grace. Despite the odds, I will turn every trial into an opportunity to refine your character and fortify your faith. Hold on to the assurance that I am working everything out for the benefit of my beloved. You have been chosen for a specific reason, and if you are ever in doubt about my presence due to the hardships you have endured, I urge you to gaze upon the grandeur of creation, the expanse of the sky, the intricacy of living beings, the cyclical cycle of nature, and the fact that every aspect reflects my artistry and care are all gifts. From the same God who orchestrated your uncertainties, do not insult me. Rather, I ask you to shine a light on them so that I may demonstrate my character and prove to you that I am really acquainted with your challenges. The cosmos is well aware of your troubles. Stop and remember who I am. I parted ways with you when you are scared by unexpected storms, medical diagnoses, financial hardship, or abrupt changes. I caused the seas to recede so my people might walk on dry land. I multiplied food supplies so that many could eat. I resurrected the dead, and my power has remained constant. Returning your attention to me, you shift your viewpoint to realize that I can handle everything you throw at me. Share your anxieties with me, and I will help you overcome them. Bear the wounds of decisions you later come to regret, words you can't take back, and opportunities you wish you hadn't taken. But when you give them over to me, they become into testimonies of my kindness in the places you formerly fell, showcase my capacity to restore what was lost, and your testimony will light a trail as markers of my redemption. For others who face similar regrets, they will realize that if I can save you, I can definitely save them too. Protect your spirit by being careful with what you let into your thoughts and emotions. Being careful about what you read, watch, and listen to may help you maintain a pure spirit, but being careless with what you let into your life can contaminate it with negativity. Surround yourself with uplifting music, meaningful discussions, and messages that lead you back to my love and knowledge. This doesn't mean you have to run away from reality, but rather, you can learn to see it through a hopeful and faith-filled lens in a world full of embrace relaxation. I did not make you to be a machine that cranks out work non-stop. Instead, you may turn your sorrow into a source of peace by focusing on what makes you happy. Take a moment to relax. Your body and mind need it, and your spirit needs a sacred place to connect with me as you recharge your batteries and tune into my. Even the hardest among you will eventually give up if you don't take breaks. I modeled rest for you on the 7th day, and I encourage you to join me in entering that rest, believing that your frenetic efforts aren't the answer to every issue. Identify that voice for what it is, a distortion, when judgment creeps in, accusing you of unworthiness and saying that you have failed me. In contrast to judgment, which the devil uses to make you feel hopeless, conviction of the truth is my gentle prod that leads you to repentance. Embrace my forgiveness, walk confidently in it, and refuse to wallow in the shadows of the past. It is clear proof that I want your redemption, not your destruction. Shame. I want you to see all the good things happening in your life right now. When you practice gratitude, you may see how I am always providing for you. Every day I drop little presents into your lap. Road, a timely word of encouragement, a breathtaking sunset, the sound of a kid laughing, symbols of my affection to keep me close by learning to be grateful. You change your attention from what? When you confront a new situation, don't depend just on your own knowledge. Instead, be grateful for what you have and let hope guide you. In humility, you welcome divine insight. In pride, you think you can manage everything on your own. Seek my guidance via prayer, scripture, and godly advice. My wisdom surpasses yours, and I can foresee the results of choices you haven't thought of yet. Following my advice will save you time and save you from suffering unnecessary setbacks. I did not send my Son to condemn you, but to bring you real fellowship. If you have been condemned by others or by religion itself, I urge you to come to me and light your path. Norms and traditions might have their place, but love is at the heart of who I am. When you feel my love for you, it dismantles faith that is motivated by performance, and holiness is no longer a strict checklist, but a natural outcome of a live connection that takes its place. As a result, your behaviors change from being driven by responsibility to being an expression of thanks. Expression of adoration and devotion. There is a purpose for your heart's need for a connection that transcends this world, a desire for a deeper meaning in life than what this world has to provide, as no amount of fleeting pleasure can satisfy it in the long run. The happiness I provide lasts forever, regardless of the circumstances. If you let my spirit guide you, you'll find that you have abundant life force energy that no amount of material excitement can match. Tears are a natural and acceptable way to express your emotions. Thus, my friend, remember that they are not a sign of weakness when you cry. I am capable of handling all of your emotions, even your rage and irritation, since I created you to feel profoundly. In this intimate relationship, you will discover that I respond to your vulnerability with, I am here, in the depths of your suffering, to provide words of comfort that will rescue you from the depths of despair and set you on the road to healing. When things don't seem to be getting better right away, having faith might be difficult. However, faith is having trust in what you can't see, your assurance in my kindness that is still there. So, let your faith to steady you in times of trouble, and as you hold on to it, you will find that you are less affected by the ebb and flow of your emotions and more firmly planted in my unchanging presence. Recall that I purposefully breathed life into you, and whenever you feel the want to doubt your identity, look back and see how each hardship molded you, crafting a testament that radiates hope. You were crafted with meticulous care by my hands. You possess talents that will be revealed as you mature. If you ever question regarding your value, take a moment to reflect on the fact that I loved you so much that I sent my Son, who is my heart, to bring you abundant life again. No one can diminish your importance except give me control of your goals, emotions, and uncertainties every morning via surrendering. It's not passive, It's a powerful tool. Surrender is making the conscious decision to put your confidence in me above all else. It's inviting me to mold your life in ways you can't even begin to fathom. And it's resisting the temptation to micromanage every detail. Forget about waiting for everything to be perfect before you come to me. I will be your soul's captain, guiding you through storms to areas of glorious wonder. Even in the muddled, confused parts, I want to be a part of it. Your brokenness doesn't turn me off. In fact, I'm attracted to those who are self-aware enough to recognize. If you're feeling burdened by guilt from your past, know that I am an expert in helping people overcome broken relationships by bringing together all of their broken pieces and creating something beautiful from them. Whenever you think back on your errors, let them serve as a reminder of how far you have come from where I have raised you, and then use them as motivation to start again every morning. Wings of grace instead than shackles of judgment. Be understanding of others' journeys to self-actualization, and remember that everyone around you is coping with challenges that you may not fully understand. Grace, you reflect my heart and create an atmosphere of compassion even when you're inclined to cast judgment. Instead of criticizing, you should provide support. As growth and change take root, pulling up others around you while you ascend, keep in mind that my kingdom is often at odds with the material world institutions, but I cherish humility and the path of love above all else, and I hold servanthood in the highest regard, even while society places a premium on self-promotion. Helping others, even when no one is looking, I see your acts of compassion and quiet sacrifices, and the benefits will reverberate forever, far beyond the transient praise of men, whenever you feel doubt creeping in. Remind yourself of all the times you overcame seemingly insurmountable obstacles by reflecting on the supplies and the words of encouragement that came at the last possible moment. Each incident is a reminder that your Creator has been loyal. It's possible that you may encounter temptations to return to destructive habits, old addictions, poisonous relationships, or perhaps die out altogether. But be assured that I will always be loyal to harmful thoughts and patterns of thinking. Remember that you are a brand new creation in my love, and that I have given you the strength to persevere whenever you feel the draw of the shadows returning. With the strength that comes from the Holy Spirit, you will be able to resist the temptation to cling to the past and proudly proclaim your independence, because I have set you free on the cross. It brings me immense joy to see how you use your creative abilities, regardless of the medium, so long as your decisions are in line with who you are as my beloved child and not with your old habits. My own creative nature is reflected in your desires to create, whether via painting, music, writing, or any other form of expression. In showcasing your abilities, you bring a little bit of my divine essence to the world, and I want you to know that this is a kind of devotion that honors your interests and abilities while praising me. Every contact you have with others should be a chance to build peace. When you see rudeness or irritation, react with grace and give an olive branch. Be compassionate, even when you feel the other person doesn't deserve it. I showered mercy on you when you needed it, and now you sow the seeds of peace in troubled times. I provide life to areas that are in dire need of it. Rest assured that I am the one who orchestrates your life's major events, as well as its apparently little aspects. I care about your triumphs and tragedies. You're as long as a sparrow doesn't fall without my notice, no matter how little your ambitions or fleeting thoughts may be. I will pay close attention to them. When friends are few and misunderstandings are rampant, I want you to remember the vow I made to never abandon you. You are molded in my image and cherished beyond measure. I will never leave you, so hold on to that promise with the tenacity of a little kid in a crowded public place. I will be your rock and refuge, no matter what the future holds. When you feel like you've had enough of the chaos caused by war, injustice, and misery, please pray to me so that I might ease your burden. In circumstances that you cannot physically alter, your prayer releases my power. I see every injustice and hear every cry of the afflicted. At the exact moment, I bring justice as you patiently wait, mighty river. May you continue to be a conduit of my compassion, speaking out for the helpless and tending to the needs of people around you. It warms my heart to know that you have approached my words with receptivity. They are more than just feelings. Let them guide your decisions, shed light on your hopes, and serve as a constant reminder that my love is enveloping you. I offer you everything that I am, my love, my everlasting nature, and I always come back to these truths when the clouds of uncertainty roll in. You are never expected to be flawless, simply to be willing. With your willingness, I can do much more than what you ask or imagine. I am here to provide you with compassion, knowledge, protection, and promises. Just picture this. The Creator of the universe is speaking to you right now, telling you to lay down all your worries and let my serenity fill you to the brim. Then you may walk tall, secure in the knowledge that you are loved. I see that you have gone a long way, but I also know that we still have a ways to go on this path together, and I want to paint the colors of hope, faith, and love into your life. Your friendship deepens with every interaction, every word said, and every quiet time when you rest your weary heart on my shoulder. My wish is that you thrive in all parts of your life, mirroring no matter how bleak certain chapters look, the conclusion is loaded with redemptive force, and the glory of my goodness, your tale is still being written by my hand. The conclusion proves my steadfast fidelity. Embrace this moment, my darling, and let my love fill you to the brim. May it dispel your concerns, change your thoughts, and mend the tear stains on your body. I will be there to hold your hand through the ups and downs of life. My love is enough, and my grace is enough to heal the cracks in your heart. The future holds possibilities beyond your wildest imagination. Breathe in the vast tranquility that is mine. It is yours to keep. In the safety of my embrace, I speak to you with a gentleness that lengthens into the indefinite future, beckoning you to come closer so you may feel my love's constant pulse at times when everything around you seems to be spinning out of control and your heart feels like it has been strained. I beg you to take a moment to rest in the reality of my presence. I have followed your every move from the day you came into this world, and I know that you are exhausted or disappointed. Even though you may feel undeserving or doubtful, please know that your every faith tremor and hope flicker pulls at my heart like a heavy burden. I am here to watch over you and calm your spirit. Observe you thoroughly, flaws and all, the complex strands of your personality. Nothing eludes my observation. Find solace in the knowledge that I want to fulfill your silent needs, just as I have met many of your obvious ones. So take a break and let go of the pressure to bear the weight of the world on your own. And always keep in mind that I am the one who can carry your burdens. My voice rises above the din of everyday stresses, pleading with you to hear the profound love that I have for you. So even when pressures from obligations, relationships, or previous hurts try to drown out your serenity, I stand at the doorway of your heart, pleading softly, let me in. Fill your life to the brim with my grace. Let me heal the wounds you've carried for far too long. And let me inject new vitality into parts of your life that have seemed dull or neglected because of despair. I want to transform your grief into dance, releasing your soul from the bonds of worry and sadness. Take stock of the little ways I have cared for you before. Picture this: a friend's timely, encouraging message, an unexpected opportunity that came at the right time, a moment of laughing that brought you joy, and so on. These are not serendipitous events. They are signs of my watchful presence. I am steadfast in my kingdom, which you enter any time you look to me instead of the world around you. When you stand firm in faith, you will see the gentle ways I lead you to everlasting peace, even when your own plans go through and your strong barriers fall down. Rest assured, my guarantee remains the same from beginning to end. Your optimism will never be misdirected. Can you remember the seasons at the moments when your heart raced with excitement and you felt a greater purpose propelling you forward? Those bursts of enthusiasm weren't myths, but hints of the destiny I laid out for you long before the planet itself was formed. I made you to mirror my own qualities, my inventiveness, my compassion, and my nature, perseverance, empathy, and a host of other admirable traits. Let your heart shine with these qualities. Worry not that your individuality is inadequate. It is truthfully. The aroma I want for you to release into the world is one of self-assurance. When you do so, you shine a light in dark corners where despair and fear formerly reigned. You have overcome insurmountable odds, and now you stand here, reading these words alive, ready to bring hope to everyone you meet. Think back on all the times you felt like giving up, and realize how far you have come. Willing to accept my assurances, my hand was there for you when you felt like giving up, and I spoke quietly to your soul the words of encouragement you needed to persevere when everyone around you seemed to say otherwise. Felt like giving up. Maybe you've been through some tough times when you had to deal with injustice or grief. Yet, even at those low points, my heart would still beat in harmony with yours. Even if you can't see the whole picture right now, every thread, the brilliant and the dark, contributes to a masterpiece as it absorbs your suffering and leads you into a future fashioned by redemption. As a reflection of my love and fidelity, I extend an invitation to you to release the resentment, anger, blame, and bitterness that has been festering in the recesses of your heart. Feelings of wrongdoing may take hold, and if you don't do something about them, they can fester and become obstacles to your rehabilitation. I am the deity of justice, and I understand how hard it is to let go of the pain of the past, particularly when your soul yearns for retribution. When you release your heart from the burden of unforgiveness, you create room for my divine retribution, which will recompense every injustice in ways you cannot imagine. Forgiveness. May mercy be your guiding light, because in it you share my grace with those who would never have asked for it, and my sweetness is your reward. Embrace the future with a new outlook. Too often we wallow in self-pity, certain that the finest periods of our lives are already gone. But I tell you what, your narrative is, your story is far from ended. I am the one who keeps weaving unexpected turns of love, hope, and breakthrough into it. Give me control of your chronology and fight the temptation to draw comparisons to other people's experiences. Walk by faith, not by sight. The route I have prepared for you, my beloved, may seem twisty at times, yet it leads to rewards you cannot see. You have to have faith that I know exactly when the right doors will open, so while you wait, you should enjoy every little accomplishment. Every day is an opportunity to learn more about who I am and to build connections that are based on trust. With sincere concern and the goal of honing your sense of purpose, reject the deception that says your flaws prevent you from making a difference in the world, and remember the fact that my resilience is complemented by my frailty again and again. I choose the inadequacy of the world to demonstrate the limitless force of my resilience. Your imperfections once given over to me. My greatest treasure is a humble spirit, which is more valuable to me than a flawless performance. When pride crumbles and the heart is exposed, my spirit finds an opportunity to shine. Provide a safe space where growth may flourish. So, embrace your frailties. I will work to reform them so that they can bring about incredible development in your life and the lives of others around you. Yes, I have seen you and those around you through the times when you were lonely and thought no one could possibly comprehend your anguish or questions. But even then, my presence was there. Soft as a whisper, I saw the silent sobs that went unnoticed by others, and I heard the hushed magnitude of your grief, so that you may take comfort in the knowledge that I am sending rays of hope your way, but do not let them fade into nothingness. Your screams ascended to my throne like fragrant incense. Subtle indicators, like a kind stranger or an unexpected reminder of love, are signs that you are recognized and valued. On days when you wake up with an unexplainable emptiness, a hollow, don't reject them. Eating away at you, you may seek solace in diversions, amusement, hectic job, or continual connection. But none of these can satiate the need I provide you. This need as a gift, a divine urging that brings you back to my heart. If you continue to disregard that pain, you run the danger of being desensitized to the love that I really adore, rather of ignoring the soft pull of my soul, which is trying to cure you. Mute the world so you can hear my whispers as you create space for me. I assure you that you will discover a profound pleasure that surpasses the glitz and glare of short-term solutions. Pay close attention to the methods. An individual's pride may manifest in several ways inside their ideas. For example, it might manifest as a stubborn resistance to admit when they're wrong, or as an endless pursuit of external approval. Behind these facades is a rejection of my sovereignty and an obsession with self-determination. Yet keep in mind that humility is the path to significant change. Have you ever seen how a plant, just as a seed must bury itself in the earth to develop before it can sprout, so too must humility plant you firmly in the rich soil of my will where you can flourish. I want you to know that the more you rely on me, the stronger you will be when faced with challenges. I know that you have heard many people say the truth, but before you believe any of them, consider the unchanging nature of my word. While human knowledge changes with the tides of culture, my wisdom remains constant. In the midst of heated debates, you may find solace in the example of love, grace, and righteousness that I have set forth for you. Asking for my opinion, I will share my feelings with you, sometimes via a subtle gut feeling, other times through scripture that reads like it was written just for you, and occasionally with the guidance of a believer in me whose speech expresses my compassion. Keep your heart open, and you will see my direction in ways you thought were just coincidences. Just remember, I am not limited to the realm of old tales. I still do miracles for my believers. Yes, recovery is possible even when doctors give up hope. Yes, even when money is tight, help can come in the form of provision. Even broken relationships may heal. Be open to the idea that I could step in at any moment and forcefully in your circumstance. But you must also know that my miracles often come to fruition in gradual, progressive ways, like a flash of inspiration while you're in the thick of disease, a chance for unanticipated financial gain, or a discussion that reignites dormant unity. Whether it's a grand or quiet, my hand is rest certain that I am constantly there with you, not just in the midst of your greatest achievements or at a sacred place, but also in the mundane moments of your everyday life. I am never too short to rescue. Every mundane action, whether it's cooking a meal, commuting to work, or comforting a buddy going through a tough time, may be imbued with a sense of divine purpose when carried out in. When you're in my company, you'll be able to see how I'm interested in every aspect of your life, from the big stories to the little personal moments. Feeling stuck in a rut or helpless in the face of global problems, just remember that your faithful, loving, and prayerful actions every day have an eternal impact. Methods to pray. Keep in mind that true prayer is more than just repeating words. It's a dynamic conversation with me in which you are invited to open up and share everything on your heart, including your grievances, fears, and uncertainties. As you find a moment of stillness to listen, my spirit will affirm my truth, frequently providing answers to questions you have not yet asked. Don't give up, even when it seems like there's no hope. As soon as my response comes, I am molding your wisdom, establishing your confidence, and bringing your heart's desires into harmony with my everlasting plan. Eventually, you will realize that nothing when you pray earnestly, I will hear you, but the response may not be what you were hoping for. Instead, it will be a combination of my boundless knowledge and your. I want you to know that you are not alone in your challenges. Rather, you are a thread in the fabric of the body of Christ. Isolation might lead you to believe that you are burdened by your problems on an individual level. Through fellowship, you will see the extent of my kingdom people. Therefore, seek out those who love me and can walk with you, giving support, prayer, and accountability. United in faith, individuals from all walks of life, each reflecting my image, please be open to receiving and giving in this community. It is through my people that I frequently show my love, and you will also have. Your mind must be protected as you embark on this journey, but I pray that my spirit will lead you to a place where your special skills may inspire others around you. Negative self-talk, jealousy, distrust, and pessimism may engulf one's thoughts like shadows casting a dark shadow over a sunny scene. In the midst of adversity, speak words of life rather than curses. Let thankfulness fill your spirit, and remember to dwell every day on my kindness, on your good fortune, no matter how big or little, and allow your thankfulness to ground you in a state of continually praising God. Understand that worship goes beyond music and religious services. When you purposefully turn your attention from your problems to my sovereignty, then you are worshiping. Realizing that my creative energy is a source of vitality for you and all living things' strength, you must not let the immoral actions of others to taint your view of love. Human relationships may be filled with disappointment, betrayal, desertion, and grief. We are all capable of painting a bleak image of trust, yet my love remains unique. Pure and unadulterated, my love for you is not based on a sense of duty or a transient sensation, but on a deep and abiding affection. I am able to look beyond your flaws and appreciate the core of who you are, because it is in my character to do so. Allow my flawless love to reshape your perception of love, loyalty, and devotion. I created you to be. My undying adoration enables me to mend the scars that once said you were. Or maybe you're sick of waiting for the breakthrough you've wanted for so long, and you're starting to question if I have. I apologize if I have forgotten you, or if my responses have become garbled in the abyss of time. Although my schedule may not be convenient for you, I will never be late. Anticipations, but I can foresee the finish line from the get-go, and I stage instances when do not doubt that you are prepared to make the most of the blessings I bestow upon you, in your heart, in your community, and in your environment. Not because I'm ignoring you while you wait, but because I'm getting you ready to hold, and, in the meantime, be faithful while you tend to the benefits you want. The building blocks of faith are tiny actions and everyday steps, which together become a secure groundwork for future challenges as they emerge in quick succession. It's normal to wonder whether you can handle them. Sometimes it could seem like you're in the middle of a fire of difficulty. As the waves smash against you, you are reminded that a refiner's fire may purify valuable metals by removing impurities. Having me at your side through thick and thin helps you grow as a person. I don't take pleasure in your pain, but it does help you become more resilient. My heart goes out to you, yet I see the triumph of a resilient spirit in the end. With a story that illuminates even the darkest places, I extend an invitation. While dealing with personal difficulties, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture and focus only on meeting your current needs. Broader view of my kingdom's growth, as hearts shift toward kindness, rescued from hopelessness. Look behind your worries and realize where I am. I am urging you to join me in our global effort to elevate the voices of kindness, truth, and justice. The power to intercede for the helpless and to take appropriate action when necessary. Trusting me for your personal deliverance is important, but don't forget that you are part of a worldwide family. Please do not underestimate the power of your prayers for faraway places or oppressed communities. They have weight in my kingdom. Impact of prayer and cross-border love. Gratitude for every day filled with fresh blessings, You can begin over without letting the setbacks of the past define you. A resolve to let my love shine through in your speech, your treatment of people, and you are not doomed to endless loops of disappointment and self-loathing, no matter how you see yourself, my mercies. Rise with the dawn, each day bringing a fresh start. Embrace them with gratitude, allowing them to. No matter the challenges you faced yesterday, they have the power to influence your viewpoint. Amen.